Should be good morning still. We haven't taken our lunch. I'm Sam from Singapore. First of all, I'd like to thank my partners for inviting me here. I have a very exciting morning, and I hope to add on some of your excitement. Drone attacks, are we ready? I can see there's a lot of interest to fill out the drones, but eventually now we're looking at, there are many real incidents. Gatwick, Singapore, and I'm sure from this morning discussion, India also have a fair share. More will come. So the truth today is a lot of this drone accident, what actually happens? What system been deployed? So I'm here to share more on what experience we have and gone through, and more important, what have we learned and what can we do? Singapore, Gatwick, not the first one. You recall this Shenzhen Airports 2017. Again, the questions, this is malicious drone are a bigger threat to the civil aviation industry. Bottom line, how do we do faster, fly faster and better than the terrorists could? This morning I hear about all the interest, how to get drone in place. The question is really how to get anti-drone in place. When will be the first aeroplane being crashed by a drone? Unfortunately, it's just a matter of when. And of course, hopefully not collectively. I'll cover a little bit about TRD, what we have done, challenges, strategy, technology. Good at the previous speaker, I covered some of it. I'll just add on to some of the areas. I'm Sam from TRD. I've served 25 years in military, spent 3 years with the US Marines. So our system today are being used almost all the ASEAN countries, 15 countries being used. And we also supported some important events. These are where you go around 2-3 years ago, and these people are coming back because now drone is a real problem. Yep. So in terms of solution, we look at detects, defeats, and integrating it together. But more importantly, it's really the concept. The concept behind it is importance. And just to share on the commercial interest, someone mentioned about drone market will go up, anti-drone will even go further. Last year, we sold 2017, we sold 2 million. Last year, we sell 10 million. This year, after Changi Airport accident, we think we're going to hit 50 million or maybe more. And if we can cooperate with an Indian company, potentially a lot more to come. The whole idea about anti-drones is how to fly faster and better than terrorists. When I say terrorists, not necessarily real terrorists. It can be just someone unhappy with the airport and decide to fly the drone into the airports. How to? Is this something impossible? What needs to be done? You can have all the regulations, but is it enough? Challenges. All my slides, these were probably the most important. What are the challenges and how to achieve? Knowledge, experience, requirements. You need to have the knowledge to understand about drone. Hands-on, what are the lessons learned? Red team. Do you actually have a red team to test your airports? Secondly is regulation. Yes, now you're formulating regulation on drone. But when terrorists and anyone want to fly, they don't care about regulations. Even to get a jammer into the country, you have to go through layers. So eventually, you have to be missions-driven. If you don't jam the drones can go into the airport. You don't jam the drone will hit a VIP. So what do? And there will be many solutions, radar, passive RF, all around the world. How do you choose a practical solution, a proven solution, and nothing will be perfect? And this morning, you know the drone cycles, drone technology is going to move very, very fast. 3 years ago, nobody here talked about drones. Next 3 years, many, many drones will come. How do you keep up your solution, your concept, still relevant and can upgrade again new drone types? And last part, one drone is 1,000, 10,000. One radar is how much? Just cost is just too high, but when 37 flight in Singapore was delayed, everything become cheap. Can I have it yesterday? That was what the airport authority want. So what can we do? Strategies, capabilities. The gentleman before me had 3C, now we have 4D. Okay, first D is deterrence. Deterrence is very important. Not just regulation, real punishment. Honestly, Singapore government regret a bit little. We didn't punish people very hard. Otherwise, you can really reduce the 99%. Second part, you must have the ability to detect, defeat. And the most important one, determine. You must find the operators. You can shoot down the drone, prevent drone coming in. If you don't catch the operators, he's going to come back with more drone, better tactics. Then what are you going to do? So overall, 4D, and we all must have a capability roadmap. Let me explain, and this one, I think everyone very familiar. Cost of drone, I would say this asymmetric. Asymmetric threat, you cannot measure direct cost against the impact. And the gentleman before me present the cases. So what do we take out from Venezuela, Gatwick Airport, Yemen attack? The key lesson from here is how drone will attack. Drone is not going to be, I'm talking about commercial drone, it's not going to be dangerous when they're a few kilometers away. It'll be dangerous when it's close to you. It can come from multiple angles, multiple altitude, all around. So eventually the requirement will look at it for protection, for critical infrastructure. You have to look at how this drone attack, not on paper, but on the real history, real life examples. So again, all around coverage, short range, multiple targets, very important. DIY drones. How do you control DIY drone? How do you force the DIY drone to mount an ID? How do you go monitor it? Yes, there will be unmanned traffic management system. How are you going to track all these DIY drones? Is someone really going to come? You're going to come in DIY drones, of course. Technology and solutions, the span of it, from detection, passive, active, combination with cameras, defeat, jammer, soft kill, hard kill, kinetic, and how to put all this together, integrated, modular, and able to upgrade. So a technology roadmap will be equally important. These are all the players in the markets, and of course this morning I learned one more. So many people is going to come, many people is going to talk. How are you going to decipher and choose all of this? Test it. That's the more important part. Detection will be still a bigger challenge, small drones. So just now we talked about all the sensors. You have to choose wisely. After all, you need to have multiple sensors, which is going to cost a lot of money, but that probably is the only way forward to now. Defeat. Jammer will have interference, but jammer is still the way to go. Everybody concluded jammer. Beyond that, beyond jammer, what other things you can have? Nets, laser, maybe. Fire bullets as a last choice, or like the Venezuela president got, he opened an umbrella, if you recall on the video. So these are some of the systems, Eagle, Bazooka Net, 2-3 years ago, jammers. So the center one is our jammers. You can see outside. This is, I believe, the most compact jammer in the market today. And we are going to also develop it to become a detection system to find the operators. Not just stop the drone or bring down the drone. You must find the operators. Well, some news coverage, you can see it outside. Locating the operators will be the key. In searching your procedures, technology, equipment, eventually you must know how to find operators. I'll run through some of this slide. This is a live project implemented in one ASEAN country for protection of the kings. Passive, active, camera, jammer, everything was there. And of course, they shoot down the drones during the events, April this year, King coronation in Thailand. Trainings. Don't underestimate training. Flying a drone, easy. Anti-drone could be quite complicated. So the training becomes very, very important. And of course, this is the view from Changi Airport. These are systems that display. Separately, we can talk a bit more. When thing happens, anything go. But of course, in airport, there are a lot of constraints. What can be deployed, what cannot be deployed. And after that, red team test, so that you are always ready with the latest drone. Downtown areas, commercial drones going to be everywhere. The flyer you see on the left, this is Singapore. So how do you protect the downtown areas? These are also our project ongoing. This will be very, very challenging compared to even some military bases. RF, one of main technology. Well, we have also a system outside. The whole idea is understand how the RF work. How does it detect? The database will be the one main difference. And what kind of information it can provide use. Radar. Most of us are familiar with radar, but radar when it comes to drone detection is a different story altogether. You need to test it, see it, minimum distance when the drone is hovering, a flock of bird come. Question is then, how do you combine two of them to give you a data fusion to reduce false alarm? After that, of course, you need to defeat the system, defeat the drones, and the jammers, a few considerations, power, safety, and whether the technology can move forwards. Now it's 3-band, 2.4, 5-band GPS. When 4G come, it's going to be 7-band. 5G come, how do you do it? So these are challenges that come with the jammers. Of course, jammers, we go through lab tests to make sure it's safe to operators, make sure you're not bringing down the aircraft. A lot of people ask me, can my jammer bring down aircraft? I say, yes, if I can do it, I'll be super rich, or I'll be taken away by CIA or FBI. So it's safe, yep. So jammers are actually safe, but of course you need technical qualifications. Again, the question, if a drone comes in the airport, you don't use a jammer, your airport will be closed. Simple as that. So a lot of studies ongoing now, whether jammer and other systems, can it be used in the airports? These are other systems that we produce, vehicles, because you need mobility. Vehicle on the move. How do you protect a convoy when the drone fly in to hit the VIP vehicles? This is one of possible solutions. And of course, after that, all integrated together, Blue Force tracking, ID on your own drone, so you know your own drone, you don't shoot your own drone, overall integrations, data fusion, integrate into your own command and control system. Network, and eventually, let's say, even from the case of India, you have many airports, eventually you need to network everything together. You can't have an operating team in every airport. So the system integrativity together also another important aspect. All this will be important when you implement the system, write your requirement, study the technology. How to solve the future drone problem? Don't look too far, 3 years. What are technology will come? What are the new drone attack concept? And what do you have on anti-drone? Legal, detect, defeat, determine, and what should you build, or how can you upgrade your system? So a 3-year plan will help. Well, that's my concluding slide. When I say terrorist, it could be anyone unhappy. Terrorist with drone is really a tough, tough job. So all of us need to be informed, be innovative, be practical, and like the case in the airport, you have to be 24/7, meaning you must be ready for enduring anti-drone missions. Fly faster and better than terrorists. And TRD, together with our partners, we explore joint corporations and hope to value add to the community. And again, thanks for having me. Thank you.